May I come in, sir?
Please come.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sit down, please. Yeah. Rishabh Choudhary,
Yes, sir.
you gave up your job as a senior analyst. You got a campus placement after doing computer science,
Yes, sir.
and but after 2 years, you gave up.
I was planning for pursuing a career, long-term career in Indian Foreign Services. That's why, and considering the fact that it is a competitive examination, I thought it is the best way to prepare while maximizing my potential for success, probability for success.
Rishabh, you are telling me blatant lie.
No, sir, I don't think.
Absolutely. Anybody who is focused on foreign service, why would he waste his energy in writing the forest service exam? You are an opportunist trying to get a civil service of whichever kind. That's my understanding. Just by writing foreign service as your first choice, you don't prove anything.
I am sorry, sir. I would like to disagree because I have not filled up foreign service examination this year, just because of the fact that I don't aspire
But
to.
why forest service? I mean, if you were interested in foreign service, there was no question of going for the forest service.
Yes, sir. I appeared for the interview
Yes.
just because of the fact that I applied for Indian Foreign Services, Forest Services, in the preliminary stage at that time, and
What do you mean by preliminary stage?
basically there is a combined preliminary examination for Indian Civil Services and Indian Forest Services, and I opted for that as well during applying for Indian Civil Services examination. And after I cleared the cutoff for Indian Forest Service preliminary examination, I started to read up on forestry and geology optionals, which I selected, and I found them quite interesting, and that's why I appeared for mains as well after reading those subjects.
So you can be swayed by opportunities that come your way. That's my only. That's what my.
I don't think
understanding
anything
is.
morally wrong with searching for best opportunities for employment, sir. But
Okay, all right. Have you heard of ISFR?
Indian State of Forest Report, yes, sir.
Which is the latest one?
The recent one released in 2023.
Okay. What does it talk about Aravalis? The status of Aravalis?
Sir, there is a concern of potential deforestation and diversion of forest in Aravalli ranges for mining as well as sand mining as well as.
What is the tree cover in Aravalis as of now?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not exactly sure about
Which
this.
state, where the Aravalis are situated, which state has the lowest forest cover?
Sir, I'm not sure about that.
What do you think you are interested in foreign service, and the people who are settled abroad, they are of interest to foreign service, right? What is the total number of diaspora that we have in the world?
Sir, we are about 4 crores people of Indian origin as well as Indian national as well as people of Indian origin living abroad.
Crores तो किसी को समझ ही नहीं आता foreign service doesn't
40 millions, about 40 million.
about that. And what would be the remittances? There is data has been released for 2024. So what is the total remittance from these diaspora?
Sir, I have not referred to the latest data which is released, but I believe it would be more than $100 billion.
No, that makes no sense. When we are talking of the total number, if you are interested in foreign service, okay?
So I have to refer.
Which is the country that makes smallest contribution in terms of remittances from abroad?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware about that.
Okay. Which is the top country?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware about that as well.
When you talk of foreign service, right? What is the role of a diplomat?
Sir, there are a couple of responsibilities. The primary responsibility of a diplomat is to promote India's national interest, including economic security, as well as people-to-people ties in other countries. Second is managing any disasters or potential crisis in which Indian nationals are involved or Indian security interest or national interest are involved. Third would be promoting a healthy image of India and creating a favorable public perception abroad.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Rishabh, what do you understand by drowsy driver detection?
So drowsiness is a symptom of lack of adequate sleep
कौन से?
and it could also be associated with prolonged monotonous activities, like if somebody is driving on a highway for a long period of time without changing lane, one could feel a drowsiness.
What was the system you developed?
Sir, our primary objective in developing a drowsiness detection system was using computer vision technology based on artificial intelligence to detect drowsiness in real time based on monitoring facial features of the driver. Like we used to calculate eye aspect ratio and mouth aspect ratio to identify whether a person is yawning or blinking frequently or nodding his head down to ascertain whether he's feeling drowsy or not.
Have you patented it?
No, sir.
Why? Left it midway?
So actually, I believe at that point of time, our primary objective was to develop a working system rather than focusing on patent. I could have explored that opportunity as well.
You talked of AI. What are the pitfalls?
So there are multiple pitfalls of AI, despite the fact that it brings enormous advantages. One is about job displacement. Millions of people could be displaced from their job, and they need reskilling. There is a privacy concern. The large language models which we are using are basically taking all the publicly available data to train, and there could be a potential vulnerability for exposing personal information. Third is about algorithmic bias, which could lead to potentially magnifying the existing socio-economic bias, like for example loan dispersal. If we are leveraging an AI system and there is a potential bias in the data set about low rate of approval for some person from any underprivileged background, then it could be reflected in AI systems as well, which need to be corrected.
Mahakumbh is going on. UP government claims that they are using AI there for crowd management. Are you aware?
Yes, sir.
What form of application is being employed there?
Sir, I believe they are using AI-enabled cameras to monitor crowd and monitor amount of people and the density of people moving in and out, and in real time, and ascertaining whether it is a feasible amount of crowd, and basically using it for managing amount of people present in the place, and any disruptive activities provide an early warning to people deployed at the ground level to manage the situation.
Okay. G20 meet was held in Delhi.
Yes.
When?
Sir, it was held in September 2023.
What were the main takeaways from that meet?
Sir, there were a couple of takeaways. One was India has successfully convinced all the G20 members to include African Union as a permanent member of G20.
Okay, I was looking for that only. My next question, because you are interested in foreign affairs, and we have a career diplomat as our foreign minister also. But we find that our relations with immediate neighbors are not smooth at present. Do you think we have somewhere flipped in our foreign policy?
Sir, neighborhood is the first sphere of influence of a nation, and having a stable neighborhood is certainly in India's interest. But there are multiple factors which influence relationship between state. There are domestic factors involved. Polity of the nation could be such that a neighbor could be considered. Any sentiments, any political sentiments could be leveraged to create an anti-India sentiment. So not necessarily Indian foreign policy has failed, but there are maybe geographical reasons, maybe socio-economic reasons or cultural reasons. Especially in case of South India, there are security reasons as well. Border issues are there, cross-border terrorism, ethnic conflicts are there, which all goes into it and create a very complex situation where managing a neighborhood relationship becomes very difficult, and especially when India is a such big country and our neighbors are comparatively small. So definitely we need to extend a more unilateral favors to our nation, but it is a complex task, and we are trying our best. We have recently improved our relationship with Maldives, and perhaps I hope we would have better relation with all our neighbors.
Okay, thank you.
You have worked for the Deutsche Bank.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Recently, Elon Musk interacted with one German leader. Are you aware of it? On his platform X, wide publicity was given. If you are aware.
Sir, I am not sure
Okay,
about that.
we go to the next. You have studied in Maulana Azad NIT. What role did Jawaharlal Nehru assign Maulana Azad in the field of foreign policy?
Sir, I believe it is to promote scientific and technical education. Honorable Maulana Azad was our first education minister of independent India.
I said foreign policy.
As a foreign policy, I am not sure, sir.
You are interested in IFS, that's your first choice, right? Have you read any book by any former Indian diplomat?
Yes, sir. I've read one book which goes by the name Words, Adventures in Diplomacy. It was by our one former diplomat. I'm sorry, I am not able to recall the name
When
right
did
now.
you read this?
I read it when I was working in the bank, maybe in 2021.
Has the present EAM written anything?
Yes, sir. There are a couple of books, Why Bharat Matters, The India Way, but I'm sorry, I've not yet read them.
Okay, going back to Germany, how do you see German economy, say, in the next few years?
While commenting on state of German economy, it is primarily industrial and social service-based economy.
No, I'm comparing that with China. Is it going to be on par in especially EVs or because auto industry is a very big chunk of industry in Germany. They are falling behind and because of American pressure, EV vehicles. How do you see German economy, which was the engine of European Union?
Vis-a-vis China, I guess Germany would be having a tough competitive edge because Chinese EVs are recent. China is the largest EV manufacturer in the world, and German automobile industries are going to face a tough challenge in EV race vis-a-vis Chinese competitor. China has also strategic advantages in terms of what goes into manufacturing of EVs.
Can we name four hotspots other than Ukraine and Palestine in global issues?
Sir, active hotspots or which could be potentially
Just hotspots, active or?
Sir, one is Sahel regions in Africa. So there is a political instability there.
Sahel is from Sudan to Senegal and Mali, Niger, Chad.
Sudan could be one. Myanmar is one in the neighborhood. Taiwan Strait could be one. And maybe in Arctic region could also see intensification of conflicts.
Do you agree if I say Canada is a multicultural society?
So there are some aspects of multiculturalism in Canada, but
is it under threat by somebody?
So there is a political argument that multiculturalism is leading to crisis of social and economic characters. There is lack of housing, lack of employment for local people. But whether it is a threat or not, I'm not sure.
My last question, do you have any, you said 40 million overseas Indians. That includes immigrants who went to all this Mauritius, Fiji, Trinidad and all of that. I don't think it is 40 million. You have to relook at it. And what is the number in Gulf countries? You have any idea?
I'm sorry, sir. I will look on that.
Are you aware of UAE? Yes. Is it a monarchy or federation?
So it is a monarchy. UAE is a there are multiple kingdoms which form the United Arab Emirates.
What is the official name of the UAE? Is it a monarchy or a federation or?
I have to look on that, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Just one more question on Maulana Azad. Any book by Azad?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not.
Political science is your subject?
Yes, sir.
Mansoor. Will you tell something about Mansoor? Mansoor was in news some time back.
Sir, Mansoor has total population of about 13 lakhs and if we consider only Mansoor city, Mansoor district, the municipal area, then it is about 1.3 lakhs.
Nearest river to Mansoor?
Sir, there are a couple of rivers. Chambal is the one river, Shivna which passes through the Mansoor. These are two rivers which I can recall right now.
And some dams in Madhya Pradesh?
Yes, sir. Gandhi Sagar Dam is in Mandsaur.
Indore has been the cleanest city. What problem you feel the Pune is facing?
Sir, there are a couple of problems. If we start with cleanliness, then there is a problem of waste management in terms of collection of the waste, segregation of waste, and processing.
So segregation has started.
Segregation starts at the level of collection itself. So right now there is a problem. I'm not exactly sure about the extent of the problem.
Which other cities are having this segregation?
Indore is having segregated waste. Bhopal is having segregated waste.
Bhopal is started.
Yes, sir. I think so.
But these are some important ways in which we can save our cities. But I think the government is not worried about that now, except no government is. Shortly, your agricultural minister will meet farmers. What he can offer to farmers? Are you aware of? Have you read newspaper today?
Yes, sir.
So this is one of the news on 6th of or shortly, he will meet. What he can offer?
Sir, the demands of farmers are about legalization of MSP and increasing the social security nets, loan waivers and etc. But what could be offered, I believe, if we reach a consensus where farmers get better price for like increasing the amount of MSP, which could be offered. Along with that, there could be increase in DBT. This could also be offered. But exact negotiations depends on what farmers are asking, what government has the leverage, has the capacity to offer.
Okay.
So Rishabh, we are finished with your mock interview today. How many mocks have you had?
So this is my second mock.
This is your second mock, and your real mock is real interview is on the 7th of April.
Sir.
So you have started quite early. But don't get caught into this free service, okay, of going to the mocks, okay. Learn from them. Or what were you told in the last mock?
So last mock I just had today only, so I just reached here.
Oh, okay, today only. So what did they must have given you some, okay, what was the feedback?
A couple of things. One, they said me that I have to speak slowly, and sometimes I could be answering as soon, even without listening the question in between. So this is the one suggestion which they suggested me.
Okay.
And there were some aspects in terms of my knowledge of my home place. So they asked me question about the meaning of Garud in Mandsaur, which I was not able to answer.
You communicate very well. The speed part, I mean, is varies from person to person. So I wouldn't comment on this. You were quite fine with that. And even if I tell you to speak slow, I mean, it's the way a person communicates. I don't want to create a hurdle for you. Your communication can completely hamper if you are to, if somebody, any artificial restrictions are imposed on it. You are fine with your communication, you are emphatic, clear, and you have the honesty of in a particular way, right? But don't try to pass off things which you don't know as the correct thing, right? As you also mentioned that the Indian expats, the diaspora, what would be the number? You mentioned a figure. That figure, even if you visit the MEA website, you find it is at variance with what you said. Okay? So, and if you say that foreign service, you are focused only on foreign service, fine, you have every right to say that. But then you must know about a lot of things about foreign, how India is positioned, what are the interests in different geographies, why Africa is so important for India, why are we going for South-South cooperation, why are we, everything is guided by national interest, economic interest, period. So why are we doing it, and what kind of balance we are trying to achieve by that. So you should be aware of that. If you say that for a foreign service, the way you said, so please, and be careful of what you say. You said, I want to make couple of points. You made 4 points. Couple means how many?
2, maximum 3.
Couple is 2.
A couple is 2.
Couple can't be 3. Okay, so 2, right? So when you say I would like to make a few points, अगर couple है तो then be aware that you will club minor points in one main body of the 2 points, right? So be careful of that. That would help you, right? So questions will, you have lots of time. Questions will come to you from your DAF. So ask someone, some friend, to pose you questions, difficult questions to you on your DAF, right? Then you have to be clear about the principles or the fundamental things about political science and international relations. International relations, the moment you say foreign service, there is no end to it. And you should be very clear. You should be giving very precise answers, bulleted answers. Otherwise, you communicate well, you have a pleasing personality, all those things are there. That's what I wanted to tell you, that don't fake an answer. If you didn't know the exact figure, say, I don't know the exact figure. It's so much better. If you don't know the total remittances, you know, say, I have no idea about the exact number, right? So that would be better than giving a wrong answer, which is way short of the actual numbers. All right, thank you. You may leave. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You'll do very well. Don't worry.